So, are you a dad who worships Jesus and also enjoys the hobby of gaming? Well, if so, maybe we would be friends. And this video is for you. So, welcome everyone to the Dr. Blue Duck channel. Growing up in the 1980s and 90s, I lived out my childhood along the evolution of video games and their respected consoles. I think it was like my 6th birthday party when my grandparents bought me a Nintendo Entertainment System, the NES. And after unwrapping the generous gift, I didn't know what it was. I figured it was some sort of educational toy since that's what technology was really used for at school. So after I opened my Legos, my action figures, and another few awesome toys from the 80s, and eating my first ever Big Mac, yes, that was the first time I ever had a Big Mac, my dad said, "Hey, you want to try a Big Mac instead of a kid's meal?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." So it was the first time I put aside the Happy Meal to try a Big Mac. And my dad hooked up the Nest to our wooden cabinet television that sat heavily on shag carpet. The whole gaming experience was brand new to us. We didn't even know how to hold a controller that didn't have a joystick, and that flat D-pad was something completely foreign. We played Super Mario Bros. And worked diligently to get this little man in red overalls to walk across a brick floor to some castle. After achieving our first gaming victory, thinking we beat the entire game, we quickly realized that it was only the beginning. We experienced the surprise multiple times as Toad would come out and continually inform us that our princess is in another castle. And after that first experience, I was hooked. My eyes had been opened to this new electronic hobby. And as I grew, technology grew with me. For my entire childhood, I would beg for the newest gaming console for birthdays and Christmases, overwhelmed with anticipation each year. One of my favorite childhood Christmases was when my parents got me the Super Nintendo. And yes, they went above and beyond, including a few games and even the Super Scope. You guys remember the Super Scope? It was the Super Nintendo light gun. It was okay. Well, even now as an adult, there's something about Christmas that still reminds me of gaming. Honestly, I don't really think it's the gaming itself as much as the people who were in the room behind me while little me sat in the living room floor in front of the television set. Now, after college, there was a time when I didn't game that much. I was busy adjusting to my new career as a high school teacher. It was exhausting at times, working a full-time job while going to school at night to finish my teaching credential and get my master's degree. Still, I made sure to buy the newest console and play whenever I found time, which honestly was not often at all. After I married my beautiful wife, we had our first son in the beginning of the 2020 pandemic, and my passion for gaming was revitalized. Working from home with a feeling of contentment from all the quality time I had with my wife and newborn son, I felt a renewed excitement to dive back into my childhood hobby, and I did. Over time, I tried different gaming channel ideas and eventually landed on a concept of a channel specifically for gaming dads. Dads like you and me. Sure, YouTube was already saturated with gaming channels, but most of them were some 20-year-old guy who could finish a new release in like 3 days, and I, in my stage of life, just could not relate to them. I was looking for a community of men who played games as a hobby, men who worshiped God, loved their families, and enjoyed gaming, not men who worshiped gaming and loved themselves. I found a few quality gaming channels with genuine gaming dads behind the camera, and they inspired me to start my own. I simply titled the channel after my gaming tag, Dr. Blue Duck. Now, this channel is meant to encourage Christian gaming dads and offer guidance on living a lifestyle of worship unto the Lord, prioritizing our time and focus while still enjoying our hobby of gaming. It's truly a channel specifically for the Christian gaming dad. Now, if that is you, let me know below. And as always, be kind, use your minds, and game on.